Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what is sure to be a beautiful and fantastic evening. My name is Ben, along with Jeff, and we are so proud and excited to be your entertainment for the rest of the night. And at this time, if I may, I'd like to turn your attention towards our main entrance as we do prepare to introduce to you some very, very special and important guests. And we ask, of course, that you make them all feel nice and welcome with great big rounds of your applause. And I'd like to start off with a big cheer for the parents of our bride. Here comes Sue and Russ Holohan.
It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we...
And they are followed, of course, by the parents of our groom. A big round of applause for Beth and Ed Austin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome the members of this evening's bridal party. First up, a big round of applause for Alyssa and Craig Davis, along with the cutest ring bearer that I've ever seen. A big cheer for Ewan. Next, I'd like to welcome into the room Maggie Austin and Danny Giussino. Keep those applause coming for Corey Bruner, Cassie Oshinsky, and Wes Kerr. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Casey Geis and Steve Sachs. And rounding out the members of our bridal party, please welcome Sarah Brady and Justin Honigman. Here come your maid of honor and best man. A big round of applause for Kristen Holohan and Sean Sachs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special couple to welcome into the room, and I am not going to do it until you can show me that you are ready for them. So here's what I need right now. If you are able to please rise at your seats, and I want to hear you making as much noise as you possibly can. By that I mean cheering out loud, clapping your hands, and stomping your feet, because here they come, Mr. and Mrs. Lauren and Doug Austin! Well, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, a dance for what I was just about to call their first dance as husband and wife. I think technically that might have disqualified. By Eric Church, here's the very appropriately titled Love Your Love the Most. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, how about a big round of applause? And don't sit down already. Everybody take a few steps closer to the dance floor. Let's surround them with the big circle of your love.
I love sleeping in on Saturdays, and I love college football games. I love not acting my age and good barbecue. Yeah, I'm a fan of foreign books and anything my mom cooks. Smallmouth bass have got me hooked on Sunday afternoons. Yes, I love good cold beer and mustard on my fries. I love a good loud honky-tonk and rocks on Friday nights. And hell yes, I love my truck, but I want you to know, honey, I love your love the most. Man, I love how red man tastes. Damn, I love my nice colors. Any song sung by George Strait is country at its best. And yes, I love good cold beer and mustard on my fries. I love a good loud honky-tonk and rocks on Friday nights. Hell yes, I love my truck, but I want you to know, honey, I love your love the most.
Absolutely beautiful. Give him a nice hand. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, it is your turn. Our bride and groom request the honor of your presence on their dance floor. We invite you all to find that special somebody. Come join along with Mr. and Mrs. Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you all to come and dance.
When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name, when my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old, it's evergreen. Baby, your smile's forever in my mind and memory. I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways, and maybe it's all part of a plan. Well, I'll just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you'll understand. But baby, now take me into your loving arms, kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Oh darling, place your hand on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love right where we are. Or maybe we found love right where we are. And we found love right where we are.
Stay with us on the dance floor. It is time to celebrate.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it out and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel it.
Come on, let me see you clapping your hands along to the beat out there.
That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Come on and clap them up high. I want to see some hands.
Be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that Lauren Austin makes one beautiful bride, make some noise.
Let's spin it up, let's spin it up.
That was nowhere near good enough. You got to do much, much better than that. If you think that Mrs. Lauren Austin makes one absolutely beautiful bride, make some noise.
Muzzle top, look at her dancing. Just take it off. Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
Are you ready?
We'll do it again.
We're almost there.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Here it comes.
Do it and do it. Let's live it up and do it and do it and do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let me see you jump, 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 jump.
We gotta rock, 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 easy come, easy go. Now we on top, feel the shot, body rock, rockin' don't stop, round and round, up and down, around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Keep it up. We know what we say, party every day, party every day. I feel it. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel it. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night.
Everybody scream. Stay with us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, for a blessing, I'd like to call upon Pastor Steve.
Can we all be quiet for a moment? Can I offer a word of grace? Let us pray. Oh Lord, as we gather here, we continue to have our spirits filled with joy and excitement as we celebrate the marriage of Lauren and Douglas. And we just continue to ask that your blessing would be upon them, that you would bless their marriage, and that their home would be a place of peace. May each one of us be peacemakers in a world that is so deeply troubled. May we all seek to make a difference. Be present in our celebration tonight. Bless this food to our bodies and the fellowship to our spirits. For all this we ask in your name. Amen.
Thank you so much. And for our first toast of the evening, I'd like to call upon the very, very proud father of the bride, Mr. Russ Holohan.
Thank you, Ben. So, Sue and I would like to actually welcome everyone here to Lauren and Doug's big night out. So I'd like to also, in particularly, welcome the new extended family, Holahans, McCons, Austins, and Fishers. And also, I know it's been said already tonight, but also to just reflect a little bit on some of the people that can't be with us tonight, Grandma and Grammy in particular. So I have two goals for tonight. The first is to kick off tonight's celebration of two very special people, Lauren and Doug. I'm going to call you Doug, not Douglas, if that's okay. He's Doug to me. He's not Douglas. All right. And also to thank the people who put so much work into this evening, particularly Lauren, Doug, Sue, Kristen. Thank you for all your efforts. It's an amazing night. So a marriage is actually not just the joining of two people. It's actually the joining of multiple families. And with all the histories and traditions that they bring to the table. And I would say that the process of getting to know the Austins and the Fishers at this point, it really just couldn't be any better than it's been. It's really just been incredible. So to the Austins and Fishers, and Vonnie especially. So a shout out to Vonnie. So 35 years ago, this next week actually, when Sue and I were married in Sandy Creek, New York, it's really a happening place if you've never been there. I'm thinking we were about 12 at the time. So a very, very wise pastor, clearly not as wise as Pastor Steve, but really wise nonetheless, told us that a marriage is not only the foundation of love and respect. That's almost the easy part, but it's the fortitude and strength of dealing with the day-to-day issues and just really trying to understand what life is all about and kind of going through it together. And I think that's really an important thing for all of us to think about. And, you know, daily life provides all the joys and challenges that you could ever want. And I know you guys will do great. So I do want to say that after watching Lauren and Doug for, I guess, 4.5 years, did I get that right? I'm bad with timelines. So I'd just like to point out a couple things. First of all, and I know the Austins and Fishers all know this, but I'd like to point out that one of the things that I've recognized is Doug's exceptional character. And I mean that he's really, really a good guy, and I'm really happy to have him as a member of our family. And I'd also like to point out that as Lauren has gotten older and more mature, her devotion to family, her devotion to family is really outstanding. You know, Lauren is one of the big organizers for anything to do with family. She always steps up. And so thank you for that.
All right, Laura.
So tonight is truly a cause for a celebration. It's a celebration of love, fortitude, family, and friends. Sue and I would like you to join us in wishing Lauren and Doug a wonderful marriage, a happy life, and, you know, maybe even a grandchild or two. So a toast to the beginning of a brand new Austin family.
Les, thank you very much. And next, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call upon our maid of honor, Kristen Holohan.
Yeah, Kristen. Hey, guys. Good. Can you hold my phone? Good evening. All right, first of all, I'd like you all to know that I did not get stung by that bee earlier. I'm sure you all watched me beat it during the ceremony. Okay. So, what do you do with all of your existing and future names when you get married? Do you keep your maiden name? Do you drop your current middle name? Do you just add an additional name? Or do you make a new last name altogether? So many choices. This was a big topic of debate for Lauren Jean. The initial thought was to drop Holohan, which literally my soul could not bear. I suggested going for the gusto with Lauren Jean Holohan Austin, which she said wouldn't work. The reasoning, of course, Pottery Barn won't let you have that many initials on a monogram. We have since gotten Lauren over this hurdle. So, good evening. For those of you that don't know, my name's Kristen Holohan. I'm Lauren's younger sister. I want to first thank Lauren for allowing me to be her maid of honor. She did this knowing all too well that I could never meet her high expectations for this role. But that with the talents and unwavering support of Sue, my mom, and Sarah, her best friend, we could make it happen. So thank you to my mom and Sarah for doing more than their fair share. I would also like to thank my parents for hosting this beautiful evening, and a big thanks to all of Lauren and Doug's friends and family for being here this evening and making it a priority. So, how many of you have ever watched Lauren cook? It involves about 73 dishes. Side note, God bless Doug for being the dishmaster. It involves a ton of counter space, especially for Mother's Day brunch, and a 62% surplus of extra ingredients due to the imperfect pieces of food that will be discarded along the way. For example, when Lauren makes chicken wing dip, she parses through each piece of chicken, looking for peculiar pieces to throw out, to ensure that the finished product is pristine. All of this is slowed down by the fact that it's sort of weird to touch chicken with your hands, so all of this has to be done with 2 forks. It takes forever, and the people do not like to wait to eat chicken with dip. Shout out to the Syracuse table. However, when that dip comes out of the oven, it is perfect in every way. Sorry, Uncle Pete, yours is great too. So Lauren approaches her relationships with her friends and family, and most importantly, her relationship with Doug, the exact same way that she approaches her cooking, with a level of thoroughness and care that is off the charts. She is thoughtful, attentive, and compassionate. And in return, she expects a lot. Thank God for Douglas. So, for those of you that have not spent a morning at Lauren and Doug's house, the day always begins the same way. The smoothie shop is open. Yes, Doug makes Lauren a smoothie every single morning to start the day. Rain or shine, work day or weekend, hungover or raring to go, there is a smoothie. Doug is one of the most patient and caring men that I've ever met, and I'm so excited to call him my brother and for Lauren to call him her husband. When preparing for Lauren's bachelorette party, I asked Doug to answer a list of questions about Lauren and their relationship for a game. Some of them were funny and some of them were serious questions. One of the questions was, when did you know that you were going to marry Lauren? His response, when she said yes. Doug, Lauren knew long before that day in Key West that you were going to spend the rest of your lives together. Okay, one last story to leave you with. I'm sure most of you know that my mom's mom, Grammy, passed away just a few months ago. Lauren was without a doubt the favorite granddaughter of Gloria Jean. I know, McCowan cousins, I feel your pain as well. I gave the esteemed title of favorite granddaughter my best shot. I would call her on weeknights to hear the latest Downton Abbey update, a show I've literally never seen. Drive over to fix her Apple photo printer and go to church with her and Clara on Sunday mornings, and I had absolutely nothing on Lauren. Lauren and Gloria had a special bond. Grammy always said that she didn't really get excited about things. But if there is one thing I know she would have been absolutely over the moon about, it would have been to celebrate the love of Lauren and Doug today. Doug and Lauren, I'm so happy that you two have found each other, and I can't wait to see the joy and experiences that the years to come bring into your life. So cheers to the new Austins. And in true Lauren fashion, on the count of 3, everybody freak out.
Kristen, thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there was a marriage certificate on this easel. I'm not sure where it went, but hopefully it'll return shortly, because if you have not yet signed it, we need for you to do so. I'm sure the marriage will be legal either way, but once again, we would like everybody to please sign that marriage certificate as soon as it gets back on that easel. I'm not sure where it went. At this time, we do have one final toast, and for this, I'd like to call upon our best man, Sean Zaks.
Woo! PG? PG? Okay. How's everybody doing tonight? What a wonderful day to celebrate the marriage of Doug and Lauren. Lauren, you look beautiful as always. And Doug, I guess you clean up well. I guess. Doug. Dougie. Douglas. Dougie Fresh. Big Or Doug. Thugless. BDD. I think I covered them all, right? Okay. Can't believe your day is finally here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sean Zaks. Doug and I have been buddies for about 30 years now. Pretty much our entire lives. Ever since I can remember Doug and I were hanging together. We were best buds. We did everything together. Whether that was fishing in Mill Creek, riding quads and dirt bikes on the power line trails, to playing baseball at Tri-Township. Over the years, we did a lot together. We got in a little trouble over the years as well. Some speed bumps, if you will. And for some odd reason, every time we got into some mischief, we got caught. Am I right? Yeah. To be honest, I think every time we got caught. And for some odd reason, my parents were always the ones that caught us. We used to take some good scolding from my old man. Whenever we got into trouble, my dad used to tell us, you need to think before you act. The Phillionaire. We got into trouble for everything, from mooning cars, to running from the cops on our quads, to lighting a bag of dog poop on fire on Mr. Silva's front porch, to ride it around in a golf cart in a snowstorm with a case of Schaefer beer. Let the record show, I don't recommend riding in a golf cart in a snowstorm, let alone the Schaefer beer. Which brings me to one of my favorite stories to look back on. It still cracks me up to this day. It was the night Ian Giles, Doug, and myself decided to build a 4-foot-high snow wall across Cedar Lane. Why, you ask? Because what else is there to do in Cedar Lane, Wyco? The three of us brilliant teenagers decided to spend 2 hours shoveling snow to build a Donald Trump-style wall across the road. Yeah. The ultimate goal was to keep the cars from being able to pass through. Pretty funny, right? Well, a couple of cars came down Cedar Lane. One ended up getting stuck. A couple of others ended up turning around. We got a kick out of it until the last car that shows up is a cop car. The cop gets out of his car, walks around this ridiculous wall, and using his incredible detective skills, followed our footprints into the snow right to Ian's house. To top it off, sitting on the front porch were the shovels we used, with my last name on it, because my dad was the guy that had to write his last name on everything. We were busted. After a good scolding from the cop and shoveling the road off, we received a court summons a month or so later where we had to meet with Judge Nassel. You remember, right? Well, Dougie and I show up to court, and the judge calls us to the stand, lectures us a little, and asks us a simple question. What did you turn to learn from this? For some odd reason, this felt like the toughest question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We learned to not to build a snow wall again. He wasn't having it. He looks at us, asks us again, what did you guys learn from this? We just stood there in silence, then listening to our parents quietly yelling, say something. Doug then looks at me, then looks at the judge, and pulled out this gem of a quote. We learned to obey the laws of the land. Woo! Yeah, this was actually said to a judge in a court of law. Pretty sure everyone in the courtroom's jaws all dropped at the same time. Needless to say, after a written essay and some community service, we were cleared of all charges. But we were forever left with that gem. So after we graduated college and moved home, Doug had moved into an apartment in Doylestown with my brother Steve. This was around the time that Doug had met Lauren. It's good. So when I flip pages and all, everybody woos. Yeah, I remember when I first met Lauren, and I thought, what is she thinking dating Doug? Doug was Budweiser's, NASCAR, and fishing, and Lauren was wine, gossip, and pink everything. Well, it turned out to be the perfect match. In all seriousness, Doug and Lauren were perfect for each other. They hit it off right away, and before long, they were moving in together at their place in Doylestown. I think Lauren is the perfect complement to Doug. She's funny, sophisticated, and caring, and I couldn't have handpicked a better wife for Doug. He's one lucky guy. In the end, it all comes back to what my dad used to reiterate to us constantly. You need to think before you act. Well, it took us 25 years, but I can finally say that Doug and I both learned to think before we act. From my lovely and beautiful wife, Heather, carrying our second child, to Doug's beautiful wife, and caring wife Lauren, we finally made the right decision. Guys, I wish you nothing but the best in your next chapter in life. If I can give you any tips in marriage, remember to work together as a team, make time for each other, and keep the ups and downs between the sheets. Seriously, though, I love you both very much. We're very happy and excited to see your marriage grow. Congrats again. Woo!
Sean, thank you very much. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached that very, very special moment in the evening when the father of the bride is given an opportunity to dance with his daughter all alone on her wedding day. So I would like to invite Lauren and Russ onto the dance floor, as we do have a very special song prepared for just the two of you. From the one and only James Taylor, this is called The Secret of Life. And ladies and gentlemen, have it a nice round of your applause.
Well, the secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Any fool can do it. There ain't nothing to it. Nobody knows how we got to the top of the hill. But since we're on our way down, we might as well enjoy the ride. The secret of love is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid, but don't let it stand in your way no longer. 'Cause everyone knows that love is the only road. And since we're only here for a while, we might as well show some style. Give us a smile now, isn't that a lovely ride? Sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride.
Amazing. Give him a nice hand. Well, of course, we cannot forget about the mother of the groom. So I'd like to ask for Doug to take his mother, Beth, by the hand as we do have the special song prepared for the two of you as well. By Benny King, here is Stand By Me. And ladies and gentlemen, having a nice round of your applause.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
Well, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite anyone else who might be here with their parent or their child to come and join us on the dance floor. If you're here with your mother, if you're here with your father, if you're here with your son, or if you're here with your daughter, please come and join us.
I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me.
And on that beautiful note, then, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to find anyone here that you love, anyone at all. Come join us on our dance floor. We invite you all to come and dance.
If I have to cry to keep you, I don't mind weeping if you'll keep by my side.
right, ladies, if you're ready to have some fun tonight, I want to hear you sing this breakdown so loud. Are you ready? Come on. Let me hear you sing it.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, all the time. Keep on trying, just a little bit. You're running out of food, and I ain't lying. Stop when you come home.
Give yourselves a hand. You're looking hot out there. Ladies and gentlemen, much as I hate to break up a hot dance floor, your main course is now on its way, so I'd like to invite you all to once again please be seated. Don't worry, I'm going to get you back out there just as quickly as I can, but for now, enjoy your dinner. At this time, I would like to invite Lauren and Doug up to their wedding cake, as it is time for them to cut the cake.
Needed someone to understand my ups and downs. There you were, whispering love and devotion, deeply touching my emotion. I want to stop. Thank you, baby. I wanna stop. Thank you, baby. Yes, I do. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Feel so fine. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I close my eyes at night, wondering where would I be without you in my life. Everything I get is just a bore. Everywhere I went, it seems I've been there before.
You out here on our dance floor, because it is not a party unless you are a part of it. Let's come on out here now. Come on.
If you can't feel what I'm trying to say, if you can't breathe from the same,
Maybe I'm going back, maybe I'm going back, maybe I'm not okay, now heels close, try to domesticate you, but you're an animal, baby, it's in your nature, just let me liberate you, you don't need no care, stage. Go ahead, get at me.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wilding, living it up in the city.
Smart, good looking. There's so few of us. I need a coffee.
Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance. Don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance with me.
When you were gone, I crashed my car into the bridge on which I let it burn. I threw yourself into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge.
Sing it out loud.
I don't care. I
He would have loved it.
I demand a picture of my face. There we go. Doug, I really felt like I watched.
I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby. Better than I've been to myself. Hey, hey. And if you ever leave me, I don't want nobody else. Hey, hey. I said I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You know you make me wanna lift my head up and shout. Throw my head back and shout. Come on now, shout. Come on now, shout. Come on now, shout. Come on now, shout. Take it easy, shout. Take it easy, shout. Take it easy, shout. Take it easy, shout. A little bit fucking now, 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 shout. A little bit fucking now.
I have one question for you. How low can you go out there? Let's bring it back on up. And right here is where you get to sing it out loud.